Can you draw your desires into reality using art? Yes, you can. I mean, you can literally take like a pencil, a pad, paper, marker, paintbrush, whatever you want to do, and you can make a piece of art, and then you can merge with that reality. If the art piece is the future that you desire for yourself, you can literally do that. Now, I was always into affirmations. I made a previous video about how you can wrap your desires into existence. You could write a poem, you could do whatever. If you ever was into any magic or read any magic book, you would see spells that always rhyme. A little poem, that way you can make it like an affirmation where it can stay in your memory and you can say it over and over and over again. When you focus on something, you focus on it intensely, you're bound to just go toward that desire because you're always thinking about it. But I've been thinking about something else. We are visual creatures. We live visually. When we use these affirmations, we're picturing in our head visually. So I thought to myself, what if you just make actual visuals, actual artwork, and see if you can merge your desires that way? So I did a little search on the web, and you know what? There was information about this everywhere. And I am an artist myself, so I figure, hey, I can do this, People are doing this all over the place. I wasn't even aware of it. I'm just writing affirmations down and they're coming true, but I never really did the experiment of drawing something and making it come through. And I'm an artist myself, and I've always been using affirmations, just writing things down and then them coming true that way, but I never really did the experiment of drawing something and then making it come true. And now that I think of it, it does work because, listen, I'm originally from New York, and I've always been thinking about moving to California, but I never really planned it. I always used to watch West Coast movies, listen to West Coast rappers being on the East Coast. I never really had a plan to move to California. I would just always move in places in New York that would look more similar to California and just be thinking about it, but I never really made a conscious plan. And then one day, poof, I just moved to California. I was working with DoorDash, and with DoorDash, you can sign in any place in the United States of America and just come to work, and I also had some other online income. So, I was good, so I just moved because I could just go start working. And I've been here for years now. And I look around sometimes and I'm amazed, like, this is what I always used to think about. And I did it, but it wasn't even a goal. It was just something that I always thought about. And then I ended up here because I was always visualizing in my mind over and over and over again. And then it just became a reality due to the visualization that I had. And that's very interesting, and I always thought of that. So now I got this idea that maybe I should just start drawing my future. You can draw your future and see how that manifests in reality. So I did an experiment. I've actually did this with Photoshop. I can draw pretty well, but I wanted to do this with Photoshop so it could look more realistic. I took a screenshot of my Chase bank account. I'm not gonna tell you the actual balance. What I did was I put it in Photoshop and I wrote in $1 million. So now I have a screenshot of my bank account saying $1 million. This is how it looks. Now, for y'all graphic artists out there, if y'all really zero in, you can see that all the zeros are not perfectly placed, but y'all get the point. I look at this every single day, and ever since, I've been saving more aggressively. I don't even touch that account. So it's already starting to work now. I'm trying to make that $1 million balance merge with reality so it can really be true, and that $1 million balance can actually be in my account. I haven't touched it. I haven't been touching it since I made that screenshot. So far, so good. Now, I've also meaning to tell y'all, I'm starting a book, and it's going to be a poetic book. What this book is going to be about is a person that wants to merge with the reality of their better self in a parallel universe. There's different versions of yourself and how you can be. So I want this person to meet the best version of themselves, the richest version of themselves in the parallel universe, and have a conversation with them, whether it be a person, through some kind of radio contact, however, I don't know, but it's going to be a poetic book, it's going to be poetry, and it's going to be like a type novel, and it's going to be on Bandcamp. I may release a hardcover later, but for now, it's going to be on Bandcamp. I like Bandcamp. If you're a rap artist, I suggest you use Bandcamp instead of streaming or selling your own copies, because the streaming, just no. I explained that in another video. I don't like streaming. Go to Bandcamp. By the way, my poetry on Bandcamp is at the link below. Check it out. It's narrated in an old man voice, like a lot of these self-help books that you might hear online, philosophy, whatever. It's in that type of voice. So it'll be a nice, calm, relaxing feel. That's how the novel's going to be. That's how my other poetry is. So if you want to check it out, it's at the link below. If you like what you're hearing, like this video, subscribe below. I'm always dropping more content, you know, how to better yourself, you know what I mean, on a spiritual level, especially. But remember, you can visualize things and make them happen. You can draw them into reality, literally, and make it happen. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna be using pencil, paper, paint, or Photoshop in the future. I'm thinking sometimes it might be worth it to put in the work with the pencil and paper, but then I'm thinking with Photoshop, it might look realistic. So I'll make a choice on that, and I'll share with y'all my progress, you know. But I'm definitely gonna be doing more of this, you know, drawing or photoshopping myself in places that's more appealing, like next to cars, next to nice houses or whatever. But I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But y'all already know, the Stephen Wesley Graham. Enjoy your day. Y'all already know. Peace.